Today we're going to go over how to make a Euro mount with a deer, and we're going to be going over from start to finish. From first, you must get a deer, and here you can see this is a doe that I shot during Erna buck, and in the state of New Jersey you have to keep the doe head for 90 days. So I decided, hey, what the heck, it was a cool shot, controversial. The only shot it gave me was the headshot, so I decided, hey, I have a cool idea for a design, and I'm going to try this out. So first, you must butcher the deer. That's key number one. You must skin the deer, butcher it, either take it to a butcher and ask for the skull. But the trick that I do when it comes to getting the hide off the skull is actually cutting by the cheeks from the back going all the way to the mouth on each side, and then peeling it off. And then comes the tough part. So what I learned in Oklahoma, for my trip in Oklahoma, was the boiling technique. This guy, they're from Louisiana, and they brought their boiler. And the one guy shot a buck, and he put the skull right in there, and he's just picking at it every couple hours. So I didn't have that type of boiler setup for the outside. So I decided, hey, since this is an antlerless doe, I'm going to do this inside in a boiling pot, and I used Peroxide, as well as a scoop of Oxyclean, and it took hours. It's going to take hours. You just got you got to scrape the meat off, get like a little knife, and I used a chopstick to get in there. You can use needle nose pliers, but the key is you want to keep boiling, keep picking till all the meat is out, is off from the skull. So after that is when you can really begin the taxidermy process and begin your artwork. For my Oklahoma trip, they said, I heard a technique where you could just leave the skull in peroxide with a paper towel overnight, just if you just want a white look. Me, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get a nice glossy look. So I sprayed over a couple coats with some white paint. This is the high-res anti-rust paint, and that's what I did there. And after that is when I got some artistic ideas with the skull. Since I got the shot in the head, that image of the deer, the blood pouring out of the skull, I said, hey, let me get some nail polish, and I'm gonna get a splatter technique going, and I just used it with the paintbrush. But for future reference, what you can do is just mix it with some water, and then just splatter it. Dip your hand in the paint, in the mixture, and just splatter it on the skull. Then I decided, hey, this paint could chip off. Let's varnish it. Let's seal the paint job. Let's seal the work. And after that was the final step, was to glue with a hot glue gun. You glue it on there and it sticks. It sticks. You know, it's not moving anywhere, and you put it on your wall. You know, it leaves nice decor for your home. So yes, that's do it yourself. This is my first attempt. At taxidermy, and I'm pretty pleased with the results.